My name is Meagan. I'm a junior at TCU. I've been coming to Antioch since the beginning of my freshman year. I was looking around at different churches. God had really given me a heart to find a church in college, and someone told me that church isn't where you know the most people or where you're the most comfortable or what looks like home, but it's where you encounter God. And I didn't know anyone at Antioch except for a girl named Hannah Eberts. I really felt like the Lord was calling me to go to Antioch, and it scared me because I didn't know anyone. But it was such an instance of seek first His kingdom and everything else will follow. I didn't really grow up going to church outside of Christmas and Easter, but Young Life was kind of my lifeline of how I found Jesus and how I grew my relationship with Him. And so that was also something I was seeking after when I came to TCU. But coming to Antioch, I was like, okay, people worship with their hands up. This is a little outside my comfort zone. But everyone around me loved Jesus. And I think that was what spurred me on in my faith. So even though it was outside my comfort zone, I knew that I was surrounded by people that I wanted to be like. I wanted to love Him the way that the people around me did. God has radically changed my life so much. He has taken me from darkness to light. He has redeemed me. He chased me down in my darkest moments. He didn't have to choose me. He didn't have to select me as the one person that gave their life to Jesus when the gospel was preached at a basketball camp in 6th grade. For some reason, it landed in my heart and He chose me. I get to just be a part of what He's doing, and I'm so thankful for it. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I think at TCU and just in America in general, there's such a culture of busyness and productivity and achievement that is so easily distracting from the church and from living on mission. It's so much easier to say, this is what today's gonna look like, this is what my schedule looks like, this is what my plan is. But to be able to say, God, you have permission to come, change my plan, let your will be done. It's such a powerful prayer to pray. So when I first heard about the Nathan Initiative, I was like, okay, I know you're gonna be asking me to give money. I have a really hard heart towards that, so God, if you wanna move, you're gonna need to soften it. And being a college kid on scholarship, still under my parents' finances, how are you gonna ask me to move here? How do I fit into this story? I realized for so long I subtly believed the lie that God would take things away and that I had to control and hold on to them. And so God began to unveil that in my heart, that I lived with this poverty mentality of I have to hold on to the things I can control instead of trusting Him with it. And He began to show me that He's a giver. Though I might not always be in control of my finances, I can control what He's given me and steward what He's given me. And that is my ability to work. Especially babysitting within the church, I can give myself to that. I can serve the people in the church for a monetary value, but then give it back to God. He has given me different talents, art and creativity, and He's starting to teach me how to use that to glorify Him, to spread His word, and then donate. That's a sacrifice. It's not something you're necessarily comfortable with. That's our only proper response, is to respond with a sacrifice, to respond with an offering. Just to encourage you, if you're on the fence about the Nathan Initiative or about giving, ask God. Ask Him for His heart. Ask Him to change your heart. Worship is giving back to God what He gave to us. It just makes sense to give it all back to Him. I am just so excited to see how Antioch continues to grow. I believe that we're just going to multiply. This is a chance for us to prepare a way for Jesus to just take off in our city. We can pray for revival and we can expect great things, but this is physically putting to action, saying, God, I know you're gonna move. I know you're gonna grow our church, and I know that you wanna do great things. Invest my time, invest my money. It is a worthy cause. He has changed me. He has changed everyone in this church. You could talk to anyone about, why do you feel like this is a worthy investment? And it all comes back to Jesus saw me and He loved me and He brought me from darkness to light. And this is the only way to respond, is just to give back everything to Him, to give to God what He gave to us.